Selfie off. I'll get the selfie on. That's what we want to do. Okay. Oh, wow, this is a big lag. I'm watching the live stream on YouTube because it's like 10 or 15 seconds behind what I'm doing right now. It's like I'm talking to the past or something. That's kind of weird. See when my microphone comes on. Somebody sound off. You can hear my microphone. There's only a few people here, but this will be best for the people who are watching now. I started this at 5:30 because you guys probably have plans for Saturday night, so I don't want to be on too long. But let me know if you can hear me. And the topic tonight is, how do you play better? And most specifically, how do I play better? How am I going to get playing better? And I want to look at some of my, I haven't planned this at all. We are just shooting off the cuff. You hear me? Thank you, William. We're just, I don't know what, if the video's lagging behind the audio or what, I don't know. I don't know how it works. But I'm going to stop looking at the live stream because it's messing me up. I don't know how far of a lag there is, so I'll just talk slowly. So if I ask you guys, if you guys type anything, I'll respond, but it'll take you a little bit of time to see my response. So we'll just play with it. What I wanted to do tonight is something that I normally just do on my own, but I'll do it in front of you guys and see if you guys have any input for me. Help me. And maybe that'll help you guys, and you have some advice for me, and any questions you want to ask. This is just a laid back. Try to just do a half hour to an hour just talking about pool. But I want to get my road to 200 thing going in earnest. I've done a couple of live streams, but I haven't felt 100% at all. And mostly I've been trying to get these darn things packaged up and delivered, and I got them. I got caught up. I delivered a stack of these to the post office this morning, and I've got some to go out already in the mail tomorrow. But the point is, I've got all my materials and I've got some pre-made, so I'm ready to go. So I'm not. I should get to more of a normal schedule here and get onto a training schedule, and a performance schedule for my road to 200. So the question is, what should that training schedule be? Because I did a live stream called the Daily 50 before I went to the Norfolk tournament, and I was on every single day of the week, and many times, 2 times, shooting for an hour and a half to 2 to 3 to 4 hours, and it was productive. I ran like 6 or 7 times. I ran over 100 balls, had a bunch of 70 and 80 ball runs, but had way too many 14 ball runs and 10 ball and 6 ball runs, and so now that tournament's done, I'm doing something different. I'm doing a road to 200. I want to run 200 balls in straight pool. I've never run that. My high run, as you can see on the screen right there in the top left, is 151, and I set that just a month ago or so, preparing for that tournament in Norfolk. So I think I can do 200, but I don't want to be playing for 4 hours a day and running a bunch of 12s and 28s. That's not the way to do it. And so the question is, by definition, that means you have to do something different, or maybe a lot of something's different, or maybe just one or two things different. But what you do different? Is that the right way to approach it? And chime in, you guys. Tell me what you think. In the meantime, I've got, is it still queued up? Yeah, it's still queued up. I've got a video. This is the video from last Tuesday. So I'm away from your screen now. This is, oh, you're going to see the scroll bar and everything. This is a video of last Tuesday. Here's me messing around before it went live, and then I went live and I talked to the screen for a little while. And then, then I give a little speech about my ghost aimer, so let's skip past that. I'm just fast forwarding 30 seconds at a time. And then we got to my actual attempts. So this is the first attempt. Let me go, let's see, I'm doing things off screen here as well, you guys. Let me go to my saved scores spreadsheet. Okay, so I opened up with a 19. So here I am playing straight pool last Tuesday. This is the first rack. And so here's the break shot. And I'm really setting my mind to trying to play with the adjustments that I think I need to make to my fundamentals to make them stronger than they are. And I'm talking about it on the screen right now about alignment and different things. So so I'm my will is exerting. I'm exerting my will to say, let's play with discipline. Let's not fool around. Let's not get sixes and twos. Let's play good. Let's play the way I'm supposed to play. And so I started out okay, and I haven't watched this since then. So I'm going to critique myself is what I'm going to do. So critique myself. Let's look. I don't think I got my pen on the screen working, so let's not worry about that. But I'm looking at the alignment right here. The camera isn't quite over the shot line. It's to the right of the shot line. Everything looks good. Elbow, shoulder, vision center of cue ball to the aim point. I'm happy with that. Let's see how well I stay down in the shot. Okay, so my head, I stayed down okay, but my head started rising up like with less than a half a second after striking the cue ball. So that's one thing I want to work on a lot. I have been working on a lot, and I want to keep working on that. I got to get it to where I'm staying down for a couple of seconds. Try not to hit your break shot so hard. Let's take a look at that. So I hit pause already. It looks like I went through the rack. So what we're seeing right now is we're seeing, and there's a great spread. We're seeing balls heading away from the rack area towards the rails. Let's watch it, and I'll rewind it. Okay, I don't know if I hit that one too hard. Let's watch it again. I mean, I hit that with some force. I didn't hit it soft. The one ball was the corner ball on the left side of the rack as we're viewing it. The one ball is the only ball that returned from a rail. So you can see the 4, 3, 5, 8, 14, 13. Those were all on the left side of the rack, and they all went out towards the rail, and that's it. And then the 10, 12, 6 went to the right side of the table. And that's to be expected because my break shot was on the right side. The cue ball's hitting the right side of the rack. So more balls are going to spread to the left side. Only 2 balls in the center of the rack area. It looks like the 9 and the 11. So that's a fantastic break shot. I mean, this is just wide open, which is rare for a lot of break shots. So if I hit this softer, the balls aren't going to go as far. Let's say they would go 3/4 as far. Imagine that. And the one ball would hit the rail and come back maybe towards where the 7 is right now. So, and maybe this is not an example of me hitting the rack too hard. Maybe we'll go through again. But I'm happy with the speed I hit this rack. But you may be taught, not that one. It's the ones where I draw back to the end rail and back out. Okay. So we'll pay attention to that as we go through here. So let's see. So let's keep going. So and I'll just fast forward because we don't have time to watch every single shot. But here's a rack that's wide open. You have the 7 and the 12 as possible break shots. Maybe the 13 is a key ball. Oh, I remember this. The 14 is against the rail, so I've got to play position for the 13 off the 14, and I do that. So that's what you're supposed to do. So I've accomplished that. I'm dealing with the trouble ball. So the next trouble area that I got to deal with is at 11-9 rather. So let's see, 8 ball, and I've come down low. Okay, the 6 and the 9-11 are the issues here. I want to see what shot oh, okay. Oh, okay. I want to see what I shoot here. Just, is there anything wrong with this straight? So I'm looking at the 6. If I want to shoot, if I can shoot the 6, I will. Nope. Okay, so I'm shooting the 1, and am I trying to go into the 9 right here? Is that a good shot? Oh, that is what I did. Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that shot, is there? So far, no mistakes. I know I make it through this rack, but sometimes you get through a rack and you do it in a bad way. So I'm looking for things that I can do better. This is fine. The 9 is trapped, but we'll shoot the 10 or the 4 and it'll be dealt with. Maybe I shoot the 11 and bump the 10, or maybe I shoot the 11 and just go forward. Nope, I'm stunning down. I know I got to get the 6. Okay, that's not bad, because now I can shoot the 4 or the 10. Let's fast forward. Oh, that was a little risky. I don't know if I should have done that. I'm going to say here, what I'd like to do is get the cue ball up above the break ball, above the 6, because then I can shoot the 6 and shoot the 10 or the 4 back to the left, and then I'm not bumping into balls. My choice here was to follow forward on this 10 and hit the 6. I could have just as easily tied that 6 up somewhere else, or gone behind the 12 and not had a shot. I'm not sure about this. I wonder if shooting, I don't know how you get the cue ball up there. Maybe you shoot the 4. Oh, maybe you shoot the 4, draw back just a little and have the 10, and then you can bump the 12. That might be okay. All right. Anyway, that's not the end of the world. Let me look at what you guys are saying. Anybody got any opinions? No. So this is 50-50. I mean, whatever. I open it up. And now I'm going to go where? Oop, what am I doing? Did I fail? What happened? Oh, okay. Oh, I failed. Oh, how come the score said I got a 19, but it looks like I opened up with a 9. So that's a careless miss. So the pattern here, I think you can see the pattern. I wanted to ease the 4 in. Then I have the 7 up in the corner, and I have an angle on the 9 to come to the side rail, and use the 12 and 6 to come back out for the 14 break ball. There's nothing wrong with that pattern. Maybe it's not ideal, but it's okay. But that's a careless miss. So I want to go back here. The player that I want to be would never miss this 4 ball. Not ever. So, my bridge is hampered a little because I don't want to foul the 6 or the 12. But that's no excuse for missing. Oh, I know one thing I didn't do. Watch this. Okay. I'm shooting the 10. Let's see how well I stay down. Same thing. I kind of moved a little bit. Now, okay, so now I'm seeing something. Watch me walk right past that 4. So I got lucky because the cue ball could have come 2 inches further and I wouldn't have had a shot. So first of all, I think that's the wrong shot. I think I should have shot the 4 and shot the 10, or shot the 4 and then the 10, or something else. So I put myself in a difficult spot to begin with. So I'm making a note here. This is one thing that people have mentioned before. I'm going to put evaluate options. So back here, I'm evaluating my options, and I decide to shoot the 10 and go forward. I'm trying to come behind the 6 and knock it out. That's a terrible idea because the 6 could come over here and tie up with the break ball. I think that's a terrible idea. I think I got to shoot the 4, recognizing that opens up the pocket for the 9. Then I can draw back a little and I can shoot the 10 and open up the 12-6. Or go past the 12 and out. So I have a shot on the 6. So first of all, I'm writing down, evaluate my options more. And I stood in place after shooting this ball, I didn't even stand in place. I just walked over to the cue ball, knowing that I have to shoot the 6, walk over to the 4, and looked at it from there. So that's one thing I need to change, and I'm making a note of that. So I probably should have looked from over here, looked from over there, and before I shot the 10, the same thing. And then the same thing here. Oh, I went back. I'm looking at it. I don't walk over. Yeah, I'm complaining about my position. Okay, I'm walking over now, but and now I'm going to get down and shoot the 4. And I'm looking at the angle that I have, and then I get down. I never stood behind the 4 and said, okay, I need the cue ball exactly here to shoot the 7 in the corner. I never did that. I may have even said to myself, shoot the 4 and I'll have a shot on the 7 in the side or 7 in the corner. Well, that's not the type of planning that a player who's going to run 200 balls is going to do. I've got to stand behind the 4 and say, okay, I'm going to shoot this, fine. You're going to shoot the 7 in the corner or the side. Because if you're shooting in the side, it's a stop shot or drawback, so you can have an angle. Or if you're shooting in the corner, you want to stun forward at 1 ball diameter or so. So same thing, evaluating options. And then, why did I miss? Let's look for a pause. Got a good pause? Kind of a quick delivery and a delicate one. So that delicate stroke is we talk about not slow rolling balls into the side pocket, because that's exactly what happens. I'm supposed to shoot that with not hard, but with a normal authority and stun the cue ball forward to where it is now, not roll it forward. Rebaking the stack makes more options, so hitting the break shot soft to medium allows for more control. Yeah, and hitting the break shot soft to medium also makes the pocket bigger for the ball. And and you can stroke straighter, so you miss less. If you try to hit it hard, you're just going to miss more balls because you're trying to jam it into the pocket and it rattles. So yeah, that's good points, SC. So so even though I make it through this rack, oh no, I didn't make it through because I missed the 4. So I'm talking about, oh, what did I do? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm talking about stuff. So I'm talking about stuff there, and then I set up another break shot, similar one. So let's look at this one. See, I don't think that one was too hard. The only ball that came back was the 3. Let's look. The 3's in the corner, I'll bet. Yep. 3's in the corner. So in this type of break shot, you're going to see the 3 ball go to the rail and come back, and the other balls on the left side of the rack go towards the rail, and the balls on the right side of the rack move a little bit less. Same as the last one. Very predictable. And then the cue ball kind of went into the center. This time the cue ball caromed off a ball, went to the right instead of going to the left like the last time. But same general layout. We've got balls by the left side pocket. We've got balls open on the left and only a couple open on the right. Now, I'm deciding what to shoot right away, and this is pretty tricky because there's not a good break ball, and I've got to get down here to get the 3-1-13 open somehow. And let's see, I don't know if I get through this rack. Let's watch a little bit. Okay, so that's an attempt to make a break ball. And instead of making a break ball, I tied up a ball. So instead of having 2 problems, I got 3. Yeah, now I'm crying about it. Okay. Here I remember this shot. I'm shooting the 8 off the 10 so I can open up the 15. If I shoot the 8 straight, I can't open those balls. So I'm just opening up a couple balls to deal with the problem. So now I'm going to draw off the 7 to go into the 1-3. Really difficult to not get a shot here. You just got to hit it with some authority. Oh, and oh God, I remember that. So that wasn't a draw stroke. I needed to draw the ball, and I punched it, which made it just deflect to the rail and come out. A draw stroke would have pulled the cue ball right into the bottom side of the 3. But I was fortunate in that I opened up those 2 balls, and so now I have 2 options. Although they're pretty high, but I have 2 options for a break ball. So now I can shoot the 6 and either go into the 13 or into the 1. I think going into the 1 would be best. Yeah, like that. Because now, how do you not get a shot there? So this is good. So every problem solved, everything's wide open. I think I remember this. I decided to break the rack with the 15. And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, I want to shoot 2 of these balls, not 3 of them. The 1-3-13. So they're all on the rail. you want to leave one as a key ball for the 15. And so now I think I'm taking a good amount of time here. I'm studying my options. How do I want to go? And I think I finally decide. Yeah, so I'm looking at my break shot. Right there's going to be my break shot. And I finally decide, I remember this, I finally decide to shoot the 13. And then I decide to shoot the 1 and the 3. And then use the 2 ball to follow down to the left side for a break shot. I think that's what I'm doing. There's different ways to do this, but I don't have any objections to what I'm doing right now. Oop, I'm going to the live stream. No. It's never too soon to make a break shot. And it's never too soon to make another break shot, even if you already have one. That's straight from John Smith's mouth. You never can have too many break shots. That was a little reckless, but I got plenty of shots. I mean, I could have hit the 11 or, that wasn't a very good shot. But now I'm actually planning I don't remember what I do, but I think it's 10, 9, 14, 2, but I need to clear the other 2 stripes first. You don't have to do this, but because I've removed all 3 balls from the bottom rail. I know I've got to use one of these, either the 2 or one of these 2 stripes on the right side as a key ball to get down there for the break shot. And now so I'm going to use either the 12 or the 11 as a key ball, because this is 2, this is 9, 2, and then that other stripe, whatever that is. So I went and checked right there to make sure that I didn't hook myself behind that stripe. Oh, or maybe I'm going to use the stripe into the left side pocket as the key ball. That's a good plan, because you can get anywhere above the shot line to that stripe and get the cue ball right down to that bottom left corner for the break shot. Yeah, so that's what. Oh, and then I missed. Okay, that's horrible. Now let's go back to the miss. Okay, I looked at it. I set up good. My shoulder's out. My shoulder's out. Let's watch. I paused it. The shoulder's out. I didn't rotate my shoulders in my stance there. When I get going and get shooting, I stop thinking about it, because this is a new thing for me and I've got to do it. Yeah. Yep. Watch the Q-tip when I go through the cue ball. I got to figure out how to do a slow motion. I'll figure it out. Watch the Q-tip. See that? It didn't go straight, and that's why I missed. I think it was an overcut. Let's watch again. The video that I'm putting together right now, yeah, overcut. And I think this might be part of the reason why I'm missing the overcut on the break shots too. But this is going to be in my video that I'm brainstorming, and I'm going to put some information up for my patrons and for my YouTube supporters. I've almost got an outline ready for it, but alignment. So I'm putting this down. I'm making this another note now. Alignment, shoulder rotation, and I've been shooting drills, and the drill doesn't matter. It can even be simple, like an L drill or something. It doesn't matter what the drill is, but I've been shooting them solely with the purpose of making sure that I get my shoulder behind my head and get that proper rotation. When you don't have it, you can still shoot straight, but it's going to jump up and bite you, and that's what happened here. The Q-tip did not go straight. It wiggled to my left at impact with the cue ball, which causes the overcut. And what causes that Q-tip to go left is because the hand is not coming straight through, because the shoulder's in the wrong position. And like I said, you can get away with it. And if you focus real hard, you can get away with it. But we don't want to have to focus hard on fundamentals. We want to be relaxed and focusing on the aim point and shooting straight. In order to do that, you have to have your stance be unconscious, automatic every time. So that's the reason for that miss. So I made a note of that. I've been shooting drills of that nature, but I need to do more, because it's not automatic yet. And this is what I talk about. I say stuff like that while I'm shooting, and you might not know what I mean. Oh, yeah, okay. And right there, I just said that I got down on that shot, and I noticed that I only had my 4-inch extension in the cue. I didn't have my 8-inch extension. So while I was down on the shot, I was thinking about how I was going to tell the live streamers about that, which is you got to have your mind on the shot. You can't be thinking about what movie you're going to see on the weekend or whatever. I mean, that's just crazy talk. So anyway, yeah, that's okay. I went and looked at my angle because 11 stop shot, and then you can shoot the 12 in the bottom left and come above the. So I've got an angle now, and I just come above the shot line for the strike. So this is a lot of movement for a key ball. I would rather have seen me. Remember early when the 1-3-13 was on the bottom rail? I prefer 13, then 1, and leave the 3. Or 1, 3 and leave the 1. Because I could accomplish everything I just did, except that right now I can shoot the 14 and come down to the bottom rail and use the 3 or the 1 to get position on the break shot. I think that's much better, because if I don't get this right, I'm done. But it's easy to get position on the 1 or the 3 and then play your precise position for your key ball. Okay, let's see if there's any other comments in the chat. Yeah, it happens, but if you're going to run 200 balls, you have to have a BPI above 30, and in order to get a BPI above 30, you can't be making that type of the alignment type of mistake. I have to be beyond that. Anyway, okay, so I marked that, and then this is a good break shot. I hit this well. Just a straight high ball. You want the cue ball to go forward after it hits the rack. See how it went forward? It took a U-turn, a big old hook around the left side of the rack. And you can't predict where it's going to go, but you got to get that forward rotation, so otherwise it's going to deflect and stay down table and possibly scratch. So I don't think I hit that too hard. I mean, you got to hit it firm to get that rotation, but I've already made my decision, and this is pretty easy. I'm not faulting myself here at all. There's 4 balls up table, so this is 12. You come 2 rails to center table, clear the 14, 1, and the 6, and then all your work is down table, and you only have 8 balls left. That's just a no-brainer. That's pretty easy. Classic straight pool. I stayed down a little bit longer there. I stayed down like a half a second longer, but I need to do better. Oh, and then I'm going to go downtown. Okay, well, all right. So I changed my plan. I remember this rack. It's funny how that you can remember. I remember this because I don't have a great break ball, and so because I've got 6 in the side, 5 in the side, and loose balls, I'm going to shoot the 13 and go into the bottom of these. Now, if these balls were clustered tightly, you don't want to do that because your cue ball is going to stick and you won't get a shot. But when the balls are open like this, you can just run into it gently, and your ball will do a little pinball action and just gently open those up, and you won't. Oh, and then I hit it that hard. Oh, I didn't hit it all that hard. But see, now I've got a break shot. I've got the 3 balls a break shot, and the other balls are open. Or I could use the 11 as a break shot. Okay. Is this the one where I ran 32? I'm not sure. Let's fast forward. Okay, so I shot something, went up table. Looks like I'm going to go 6, 10. Yep, okay. And then 11. So I think is the 1 my key ball? I got to go from the 11, come out center table for the 7, then use the 4 to get on the 9 as key ball. I think that's what I'm doing. Oh, I'm breaking with the 7? I'm breaking with the 7. Okay. So now I need to roll forward with the 3. Look how much angle I have on the 3. But look at where the shot line is to the 4. You just got to land above it, which I did right there, just delicately. So I'm kind of on the wrong side. I'd rather be on the other side of the 1, the other side of the 9, but this is okay. I think I'll get there. Oh, yeah, okay, I could go to that side easily. That was a rush shot. Did you see how I made that? I made that ball. And so, you're going to think, oh, I made that ball. Good. No. Go back and look at this. Let's watch the execution. Okay, I didn't stand behind the shot. I had my 2 feet planted behind the 4 ball for about 1/100th of a second. That's not correct. This is a super easy shot. It doesn't matter. I got to stand there and look at it, settle, take your pause, your initial pause, and then enter the shot. So I got down roughly on the shot, and then watch where the 4 ball hits the pocket. I mean, on a tighter table, I missed that shot. On a diamond with 4.5 inch pockets, I missed that shot. So even if you make the ball and continue a run, that doesn't mean you're playing well. This is the type of analysis that I do on my own when I'm looking at my racks. And so that was the entire shot process on that 4-ball was a rushed endeavor because it's an easy shot. I know exactly what I'm going to do, and I just rush through it. So I'm writing this down on my notepad as well. So this is 2 rails around the 7, like that. Hit it too hard. Not only did I hit too hard, but I drew it back. I drew it back too low. I needed to come closer to the 7-ball, and then I don't have to hit it hard, and I just bounce out and have a shot. Okay, I want to look at. So this is. I mean, I don't care that much about this because, yeah. I mean, yeah, I didn't open up the rack, but I had an almost impossible endeavor to do it anyway. I had to cheat the pocket and use inside English in order to. So I don't care about that. I should have had a better break shot. The error was not playing proper position from the key ball. Okay, let's do a couple more. What time is it? Oh, no big deal. Oh, now I brought up the score sheet. Yeah, so I had a 9, a 10, and a 19. Oh, boy. Yes, that was the same thing. Let's watch. Yeah. Yeah. You can tell on my backstrokes that my hand is coming back to the side. Watch it. I'm not in alignment. And part of it is because I'm stretched over the table. So I've got to work on that. So my elbow is not in alignment, and I'm already beginning my warm-up strokes. And as I begin them, look at the elbow move to the side. And so nothing is straight. Nothing's lined up. So I'm pulling on my final, I've only been down on the shot for 2 seconds, and I'm already pulling the cue back for the backstroke. So that's the same thing, rushing through the shot. I didn't pause when I got down to make sure I was in alignment and make sure that my elbow was down. That's something somebody pointed that out in my last live stream about my elbow settling, and I've known that for a few months, and I've been working on it. So that brought it to the forefront to me again, rushing through an elbow settle. So, and I overcut this shot. And when I did, I said, man, why did I overcut this shot? That's why. And so when I shoot, I'll bet you see my Q-tip go to the side. Yeah, oh man, that is so horrible. When I stroke through, watch this, I kind of dab at it, and then the cue ball retracts immediately. Watch. See that? Now maybe I'm trying to get my cue stick out of the way of the rack of the balls, but you've got to finish with your Q-tip on the table. Follow through all the way, however far that is, and it only needs to be 4 inches. But follow through all the way and freeze. And maybe I only freeze for a split second here because the rack of balls might be coming back at me and I don't want to foul. But that was a dab where I just went through and then pulled my cue back, and the Q-tip didn't go through straight. So is there any wonder that I overcut it? Okay. It's really good to look at these shots. Oh, and I'm going to do it once more. I'm watching the overhead this time. Yeah, I need to play it in slow motion to see exactly what I did. But, I mean, at the moment I was like, why did I miss that? I thought I was lined up perfectly. No, you weren't. That's why it's great to have the video. God, I played pool for 25 years and never had video once. No wonder. So how was that break shot? Same speed. Cue ball in the center of the table. That's ideal. 5-ball maybe is the break shot. Okay, let's go forward through this. So I got rid of an up table ball. Now positioned on the 3. I might run into the 7-6 here, and that's okay because I'm going to have a shot on the 1 or one of those balls that I hit. I mean, I think that's pretty risky, actually, but I knew I was going to come out with a shot because everything's pretty wide. And now after I did that, I moved a lot of balls. So now I'm walking over and looking because I want to look at that, the 6, 5, 7, 1. That's a shooting gallery, and they all go into the bottom left. So I need to get the cue ball over there, short side of the shooting gallery. That's what's on my mind right now. And I'm going to preserve the 5 or the 7 or the 12 is the break shot, but I don't know which. So, oh no, I'm shooting the 12 to get short side on the shooting gallery. That's the reason for that shot choice. Now, I was hoping to keep the 5, but right now where I landed, if I shoot the 5, I have to hit the 6. So that eliminates both of those as a break ball. And then I've got to come back around and get behind this 1-7. Alternatively, if I shoot the 7, I've got to run into the 1. And what am I going to shoot next? And then I still have to come around and get behind the 5-6. So, come back here. This is one of the first things I wrote down today was evaluate options. And that's what I did evaluate my options here. What I didn't do is make a firm decision. So a lot of the times I'm playing position where I know I'm going to have a shot on multiple balls. Play position on more than one ball at one time. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a very good straight pool principle. However, in this case, I know I'm going to have a shot on the 1-7-5-6. One of them, I know I'm going to have a shot on one. But what I need to do is decide which one I want a shot on and what angle I want on that ball. What I should have done is played the cue ball to the rail and out to come just a little bit above the shot line to the 6. Because then I can go from the 6 and simply slide over and get behind the 7 and the 1, and then the 5's open for a break shot. When you watch the pros get through racks like this, they don't leave that to chance. Now, they might not hit it with the perfect speed and end up having to shoot the 5 after all as a bailout option. But I did not decide which ball I wanted position on here. And so I've made a note of that here too. Firm decisions. I didn't do that. So this is not where I needed the cue ball. I either needed to play position for the 1-7 or up higher for the 6. So I think I choose, oh yeah, so I'm drawing the cue ball off the 1 back to center table. Because I don't want to play some delicate shot where I'm back cutting the 7 backwards. So now I still have 3 balls in a shooting gallery that I got to get short side on. So not good. And so I've walked over and looked at a different plan. So I've got a shot on this stripe. It's my only shot. But I can hold the cue ball there for an angle on the 11 to bump the 6-5-1 in some fashion. Oh, and I didn't get it. So that's terrible. Am I going to shoot the 6? Yeah, okay. So is there any reason why, are we surprised that I didn't run 42 on this inning? I mean, I'm just not getting I'm not planning well, and I'm not getting the cue ball where it needs to go. So now I abandoned that plan and went back to the other one where I'm going to get short side on the shooting gallery. So that's this angle on the 8 gets me over there. So hopefully I chose which ball I wanted to get on this time. I don't know. I'm on the 5. See, I can't. Again, if I was higher on the 6, then I could come over for the 1. It's like I'm shooting the 5. Ooh, what in the world was that? Oh, I wanted to knock the 6 up higher so that it's a key ball for the 1 ball break shot, because then I can go 2-10-6. That was a good plan, but I didn't take enough time to execute it well. And now I'm talking about it. Yeah. I needed to walk over and make a much better picture in my mind of where to hit that 6 to get it up there for a key ball. So I don't need to add to my list. That's firm decisions and evaluating my options better. Didn't do that. So now I got to come with a hero shot. I got to shoot the 6 in the corner to get position on the 2, and then lay the cue ball up on the rail so I can shoot the 10 and come over for the 1 ball break shot. So this, what could have been a good end pattern, just became overly complicated for the reasons that I've been mentioning. Let me go. And I didn't have to make this. I mean, that's a tough shot, but I made it. And then this terrible position, so same thing again. Shooting over the rail from this 8 ball. It's a fair shot. Not great. And I kind of, same thing. Watch how quick I get up off the ball. Do you see Joshua Filler or Mario He doing that? No. Okay. I made the ball, and so because I didn't hit it well, I hit the 10 to the outside of the pocket, which is why my cue ball didn't travel as far as I wanted it, which is why I have the sharp angle on the 1. I think I make this, though. I think I make this and spread the rec pretty. Let's see how hard I hit it. Oh, I way overcut it. Yeah, and it was rushed. So my routine, let's count. On my routine, on the final pause at the cue ball is supposed to be 2 seconds before I pull my cue back. So here's my rhythm, and then there, and now. That took like 1/3 of a second to pull my cue back from the cue ball to the bridge. And that should be taking, that's 3 times too fast. That should take 1 second. Yeah. So then I paused a little bit in the back of the backstroke, which isn't my routine, but it is for some people. Nothing wrong with that. But this is terrible. And that's part of what I wrote down already, rushing through the shot. I know the shot. I've shot it a million times. I've pocketed it 500,000 times, and that's what makes me rush. And that's a terrible excuse. That can't be part of my shot routine. I've got to take my normal rhythm, and then I'm going to make that ball. Anyway, is this helpful for you guys? This is let's see. Did you have the angle to go from the 8 ball to the 11 to the 6? Let's go take a look. Are we talking about? Oh, let's see, right here. Oh. Yeah, I think you're talking about right here. If you look, I think you're talking about here, Essie. If you look at the 8, it's a pretty sharp cut, whether I go to the upper left or upper right. So no, I'm not going to shoot that. It's a missable shot. Yeah, it's possible I could have shot the 8 to the upper left, bounce out to the side rail, get it shot on the 11 to come over short side or something like that. But no. Frankly, I didn't take time on the shot before to make sure I get the cue ball exactly where I needed it. So I think that's what you're talking about. I hope so. Yeah, you can look at the overhead camera on the right side of the screen. That's a sharp cut on that 8, either way you go. And you can see on the 11, I'm cutting the 11 to my right. What I wanted to be is above the shot line, so I could either shoot the 11 and follow forward behind the 6, 1, 9, or run into them and then have the 8 back the other way as insurance, or the 2. So no, I don't think that's a good option. Let's go over here. So now I set up that 1 ball again. So I went and looked at it. Let's see my process. Okay, that's a fair amount of visualization before I got down on the shot. That's okay. Warm-ups, pause. Still too fast on the delivery. I mean, I made it that time because I missed it, so I knew what to do. But still too fast on the delivery. So now this is obvious. You'd like to keep that 5 for a break ball, but it serves a much better value in opening up this cluster. Just go into these soft. You have the 7 in the side as insurance. You don't. A lot of times you'll get a shot on one of those balls that you opened up, but this time I didn't. But I preserved a shot on that 7, and I think I can open up the 6-14 on this shot, and then have the 3-2 combination next. I like shooting the 3-2 because that 3 might come off the rail and be a break shot. I don't have a good break shot here at all. Yeah, and I don't like shooting the 3-2 from here. I'm hampered by the 6. I remember this. I end up shooting the 8, which made a good shot because this is kind of considered out of line for straight pool. This is a tough shot, and I'm probably going to use that 11 as the break ball. So I'm just trying to make this ball come across above the side pocket. Okay, I hit that very roughly. It hit the center diamond of the rail. Okay, so I'm going to critique myself on that. That's terrible. I mean, it happens. You got to accept it, but you got to recognize it so you can adjust. I'm watching the overhead to see how straight the cue went. I think it went pretty straight, so that means I'm not. My aim was off there. Oh, and what that means, let's see. Let's watch. So I'm shooting this. Oh wait. Go. Okay. All right. So here I'm evaluating, deciding. Do I want to shoot the combo? No. Okay. I want to shoot the 8. All right. And I made a half-hearted effort to look behind the 8 ball. And that's the reason why I hit it roughly. You watch the pros, they don't do that. They'll stand over here at the bottom left corner pocket and look at that 8 ball for a good 2-3 seconds. And they're seeing the shot and picking the aim point, the ghost ball position, or whatever it is. And then they're coming back, and then they stand for another 2 or 3 seconds behind the cue ball and see that aim point again from behind the cue ball, and then get down. And that's the reason why I shot it roughly. I could easily have missed this, easily. Again, like that shot that I played earlier on a diamond with 4.5-inch pockets at the pool hall, that's a miss. That would not have gone in. So I think I draw back here to play the 3-2, and then once again I've got a shooting gallery to the bottom left, and then I'll probably break the rack with the 11. Yeah, so I got down there for the combo. Oh, where the balls? Oh, that's not bad. I think I shoot the 3 here because, I mean, you could shoot the 11, but it's a tougher shot. Well, no, maybe I shoot the 6 here. Yeah, the 6 is the right shot. Oh, am I shooting the 3 to get on the 6? Oh, I'm shooting the 12 to try and make a break ball. Because I know I'll have the 10, because I'm going to carry him the 6 off the 10. Well, it kind of went off. Oh, and then I missed. Let's go back and look. I mean, I'm not a fan of this pattern. This is a delicate shot and a missable shot, and I missed it. Yeah. You see that backstroke? So watch the backstroke. I do a little pause at the cue ball, not nearly long enough, and then watch the backstroke. Then just yank it back and went forward. That's not my rhythm. 2 seconds at the cue ball, and then at least 1 second to pull that cue back nice and slow so you go back, so that it goes back forwards right on line. So, and I don't like the pattern either. From here, well, you got to remove the 6. Excuse me, you have to remove the 3 because it's blocking the 9-12 to the bottom left. But yeah, I guess you kind of got to remove it now. What I like doing is shooting the 3 and drawing straight back, or 2 rails out of the corner to shoot the 6. Because you can go 6, draw over for the ball on the rail, and then you have almost a stop shot for the 14. Or you can shoot the 3 and come over for the 14, get over for the stripe, and use the 6 to get back over to the right side of the table on those 3-ball shooting gallery. Because the 3 or the 11 work as a break ball. All right, I'm done. There's too much lagging for a chat. Okay. Oh, you were saying at the beginning of the rack. I'll go take a look at it. Use the draw on the 5. Push. Oh, you changed your message. Oh, that's Solerdale. Okay. Draw on the 5. As long as we're here, let's go. I'll go find that. Let's see. There's too much lag, so we're gonna end after these. I'm gonna address these next 2 comments. But yeah, there's too much lag to have a good chat. But let me see if I can find these. So Solerdale said, draw on the 5, pushing the 6 up a bit. I don't think you. No, he's not talking about drawing that 5 ball. I think he's talking about back here. Yeah. You talking about right here, Dale? Right here. Draw on the 5 to push the 6 up. Draw on pushing the 6 up a bit, and then 2-10 with the 6's key ball. Yeah, that's what I tried to do. Well, no, I tried to stun it. What you're saying is maybe hit the 6, but draw to the side rail and out to make sure I get on the 2. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I might have had that angle. Actually, I don't have very much angle at all, so you're probably right. If I had more angle, I was trying to, if you look at the overhead, I'm trying to knock the 6 ball like 1.5 feet way straight up. And I moved it like 4 inches. I didn't move it nearly as far. And that's because I have too shallow of an angle. So maybe you're right. And you know what else I didn't do? If that 6 ball goes into the bottom right corner pocket, then I should have drawn the cue ball back off the 5 without touching the 6 at all. Because then I can go 5, 2, 10 and shoot the 6 in the bottom left as cue ball. So that dovetails again with what I already pointed out. Evaluating your options and making firm decisions. I didn't do that. Hit it low right on the 5, draw back. Yeah, I can draw back into the 6, but where's the 6 going to go? You can't just draw back in. You have to, where exactly is it going to go and where's the cue ball going to go to get a shot on the 2? I tried to stun it straight up and I didn't have enough angle to do that. Then cue ball control, sometimes there's a cut and dry to drive into large clusters or go run into them and draw away. Oh, it depends totally on what the balls look like. It's cue ball control. Sometimes it's very, very situational. It can be either one or something else. 6 balls. Yeah, me too. I wanted the 6 as the key ball in the side pocket. Yes, absolutely. That's what I was trying to do. See where the 6 is? I wanted the 6 ball to the right of where it is and a foot higher. And then I could go. Then I would have a shot on the 2 ball from where the cue ball is now. 2, 10, 6. Absolutely. That's what I was trying to do. But it was difficult because of this shot. If I would have played this shot right, I would have shot the 12, then the 6, then the 7, and then the 1 in that order. Then I would have come around and used the 2, 10, 8, 15, 11 to break the rack with the 5. Or I could have come around and shot 11, 2, 10, 15, 8. 5 ball break shot. See what I'm saying? See how much better that is? See how much less hard you have to work to finish that rack? So this is what I always talk about. You've got to trace errors back to their source. It's not enough to just look at the shot where I should have bumped the 6 ball better. That was a recovery pattern. I messed up, a couple shots earlier. So that's the lesson about straight pull. I talk about that all the time. The other thing that I did mention that I rushed through some shots, but rushing through shots and same thing, rushing through the decision-making process. Really, it's really hard for me. It's hard for me because I've always been a fast shooter, and I've slowed down a lot. Oh, I've slowed down a lot. So it drives me crazy that evidently it's still not slow enough. So those are the things. Here's what I wrote down today. There's like 20 more racks we could look at, but as you say, the lag doesn't make this very conducive to chat. And I've been going for about almost an hour. So here's what I wrote down. Evaluate your options better. Ensure that you get proper alignment, especially your shoulder rotation when you get on the shot. I need to start executing the rhythm of my entire shot process, which is 2 to 3 seconds upright, get down on the shot, 2 seconds before you begin warm-ups, 2-second pause at the cue ball, and then 1 second minimum to draw the cue stick back from cue tip to the bridge, and then another 2 to 3 seconds down on the shot after I deliver the cue. I'm not doing any of those things. And if I start making all those things my habit, I think my shot consistency is going to go way up. The brutal thing is that I'm doing all of those things way better than I used to 6 months ago and a year and a half ago. Way better. That's not good enough yet, apparently. Let's see. And then elbow settle, and I'm working on that. I talked about that last time I was on a live stream. And that I can work on that. Part of the reason that I have the elbow settle is that I'm not fully down on the shot for 2 to 3 seconds, and I'm already beginning my warm-ups. If I would take that full 2 to 3 seconds to make sure I'm fully down, including my elbow in position, down in position, before I begin any warm-ups, see, that dovetails. That's the same thing as the shot process rhythm. Let's see. Too much chat here. Too much lag in the chat, yeah. 6 balls, key ball, yep. Precise position, use 12. No, yeah, no. Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Not if you're in tune with the table and speed control, it's not. But I'll say this. The point is not trying to get precise precision. The point is making a decision rather than just saying, oh, I'll get a shot on one of those balls. That's the point. So you've got to make a firm decision on where you're trying to get. It's difficult. Because it's difficult, you may not get there. You may come up short or you may go long. But if you don't make that firm decision, you're not going to come short or long because you have no idea where you're going. That's the point. See what I'm saying? Same here, much slower, still need one more stroke. Yeah. Or are you, Poolace, are you saying the same thing that you need to work on? I think you are the best angle to make the right decision. What I meant to say is you have the best angle to make the right decision. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a good analysis. You know, I wanted to play straight pool tonight, and I might, but not off camera. I need to practice some more. You saw me hitting some shots, some drill shots before the post office. And that marked, oh, I thought my selfie camera was on. Why isn't it on? Oh, because I got this. Oh, now what? Oh, there we go. This morning marked the end of I had a rough week. Not, dealing with that ghost gamer and all that. I'm not complaining. I'm very happy to have the problem because it's selling really well. I'm very happy with that. But I finally got caught up and I have an inventory in stock, so I'm no longer going to be rushed. Now I can get back to a normal schedule where I'm practicing, doing my practice routines properly. And so I didn't want to play straight pool tonight because it was just going to be a mess because I'm still stressed from that. But probably Monday, we'll see. Probably Monday, Tuesday, back on that schedule. And I'll be posting things to Patreon and YouTube for my patrons and supporters to read and give feedback on. Yeah. Hey, man, we're all in the same boat. This game is hard. It takes so much discipline every shot. Oh, but the good thing is that I believe you can train to make the discipline easier and habitual, and that's what the pros do. Somebody posted something on Facebook today showing Joshua Filler went his Fargo rose up to 848. That's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. That you look at the top 10 players, I think the top 8 players, let me look at it. I think the top 8 players are all above an 830 Fargo. Let me go to top player lists, top 100 world. Top 9. So there are 9 players on the list that are 831 or higher. Now, if you guys remember years back, not that many years, 3, 4 years, 5 years, Shane Van Boening was number 1 in the world for a while. I don't think Shane's Fargo was above 832. Now you have Joshua Filler, 848. Fedor Gorst, 844. Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, 841. Anton Raga, 838. Ko-Ping Chung, 836. There's 6 players higher than 832. What I'm talking about is Joshua Filler and Fedor Gorst, 848 and 844. How do you pull off numbers like that? You look at 20 players below them are all above 800 Fargo. I mean, we're talking about the cream of the cream of the cream of the crop. And in my opinion, it's everything that I've been talking about today. They have all of the steps of their entire shot press process fine-tuned. You watch Joshua Filler, he looks like he shoots fast, right? He doesn't shoot fast. He executes the process quickly. But the time from his final pause, when he does his final pause at the cue ball, he is so locked in, it's unbelievable. And he comes back fast and then delivers. But when he delivers, he is frozen. And he might pop up quickly. But for that time, after the cue stick is delivered all the way, his entire body is frozen. And he does so many things perfect. And that's why his Fargo is so high. And if I want to get my Fargo higher, and if I want to stop running a bunch of 14s all the time, that's what I have to do. And I'm not going to be as good as Joshua Filler ever, or even close. But if I can get my Fargo above 700 or 720, I'm going to run that 200 ball running straight pool, and it's not going to be an outlier score. It's going to be surrounded by a bunch of other good runs. So that's where I'm at. All right. Hey, all right. I think that's good enough for tonight, huh? You want to watch me play? All right. I tell you what. Since you asked, I'll give it a little bit. I'm not going to play 10 innings, and I'm not going to track the score. Let me just play a little bit, and I'll talk a little bit. Not much, though, because I don't. Well, we'll see. If I play well, I'll keep playing. But let me see. Let me turn this off. Everything's good. Yeah, everything's good. All right, you want to see me play? Okay, let's play a little. Oh, I'm kind of tired too. I just stood up and I was like, ugh. I'll play and talk because I don't have a high anticipation at the moment. I'm still a little sore, but I got my shoes on. I might as well play, huh? How about that? So I'm going to play. I'm going to try all the things I just talked about. That's what I'm going to try and do. Okay. So even this, I've watched Joshua Filler play straight pool, and he'll set up this same break shot because that's an excellent break shot to start with. You're on a slight inside angle. I mean, it's just an excellent break shot. But Joshua Filler, most of the time, well, he'll at least come over here and do this and look. But I want to stand behind it and look. Even though I've shot this break shot 1 million billion times, and I have 1,000% confidence in making the ball, that's not the point. The point is you have to do the routine every time so that you're in the habit of doing the routine every time. That's what you have to do. Okay. And take my time here. Got the aim point. See the ball in the pocket. Full rotation. No warm-ups until I'm completely down on the shot. There we go. Now, I made sure to pull my cue back slowly, and I probably need to pull it back slower than I just did. But I pulled it back slowly. Oh, and how long did I stay down on the shot? Maybe not as long as I would prefer. I mean, you can't ask for more from a break shot. Yeah, you could ask for these three to be separated a little bit more, but come on. Getting pretty greedy there, aren't we? So I see a sequence here already. You got to remove the 4 to clear the 6, right? So you got 4, 13. You get an angle on use the 13 to get an angle on the 15, because then you can just roll up, gently tap these. The 11 is your insurance. And you might carom the 10 off the 9 and make a better break shot. But I already have 1, 2, 3 potential break shots. So because of all that, I'm not going to shoot the closest ball, the 11. I'm going to go this way. So I'd like to shoot the 5, but what do I have next? Nothing. Nothing unless if I do a real big stroke on this. So, you know, to draw or follow to get some other shot. So why don't I shoot the 3, because that's super easy. Hard to control the cue ball. I'm gonna draw the cue ball so it hits the 8 softly, because I'd like to go 3, 4, 13, 15. See, but I don't want the cue ball to go to the head rail and down. I want to try and hold it here. Okay. Terrible. Second guessing myself as I was down on the shot. It might have been a better choice. Now that's not the same layout, so we don't know. I think that was a bad decision. I think I can shoot the 3. Yeah, I hit the 8, but I was saying I think I can shoot the 3 and go up table and down and have the 6. Yeah, that's terrible. So this is the type of thing, man. And when I'm practicing, I like to do this. Set it back up and play it again. Because look at the table. I'm supposed to clear the table. This is just not inexcusable to not get there. So I'm looking at it again. Did I choose the right shot? I don't know. I mean, obviously I can shoot the 5, but what's next? I'd have to draw back down here, then I'd have the 1. Yeah. 3 ball has to be the right shot. So it looks the same. It looks like I can shoot the 3 and stop the cue ball on the 8. Now I want to do it softly because I don't want the 8 to come over here and tie these up, right? So stand behind the 3, 3 into the pocket. Okay. See the shot. Like that. That's what I was trying to do. The reason why I failed the very first time is I rushed my process. Okay. I don't want to shoot the 6 past the 4. And it might become a break ball later anyway. So I'm perfect on the 4 ball right now. So instead of just getting down and shooting, I'm going to come over here and look. So I have an angle, so I have to go to the bottom rail and come up, and I'll be fine on the 13. But because I go look, it removes all doubt. Follow the ball. I really like, so I purposely stayed down as an exaggeration there. And I'm just feeling, my hand finishes right here. So I'm just feeling the finish, tip on the table, frozen. Okay. So now I'm walking over here to shoot the 13, but I see the angle. Okay. But I know I want an angle on the 15. So how much angle? Here, 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 where? We're taking a look. Obviously, any angle will work. But we're removing doubt by making a more specific plan. Okay, super easy shot gets all the attention as any other shot. So that was not executed well. I wanted the cue ball here. So now I want to make a decision. Do I really want to come off the rail into the 10? And I do. Okay. So I'm going to step over here and take a second. Even though I've shot this shot a billion million times and it's an easy shot, it's got to be part of the routine. Okay, stayed down good there. I've already see I'm going to shoot the 9 in the side. But now all the problems are solved, so I got to look at the break shot because I can use the 1 as the break shot. I prefer the 14 over the 6 because I'm a right-hander. The 6 will be trouble because if I play the cue ball here, then a lot of times I'm hampered here with the rail or shooting over this pocket. Whereas if I'm on the 14, usually it's like that. It's not a problem. But the 1 ball is not a bad break ball here. I like the 14 as well because I've got 3 potential key balls. But I need to get rid of the 5. 6 ball is really good as a K2 to set you up for one of these as a key ball. So I like clearing these, using the 5 to get back to the 6 to back to one of these. And I might shoot one of these in the meantime because I don't need 3 key balls, and the 12 is blocking the 8. So the 8 of the 12 has to be removed as well. So maybe I use one of those to get on the 5. I'm really straight on this 9, so I don't have to shoot it because it goes there as well. But I'd rather have it gone, shoot the 11 and come up. Yeah, then I can use one of these to get on the 8 in the corner, which gives you an angle on the 5 to bounce out for the 6, and then you're on your 2 key balls for the 14. So that's not the only plan, but I like it. So I've taken a lot longer than I normally I would have shot 3 balls in already. But I'm just looking, stop shot, do I have the right angle on the 11? Yeah, I do. I mean, I got to draw back, but it's okay. I got to draw back to get on the 1-7, but that's okay. So normally I just walk over here and shoot. Let's not do that. Let's walk over and make sure. Because I was just going to say, oh, just draw back and you'll shoot either the 1 or the 7. So this is another example of that. No. I may not get the position that I want, but I have to make a decision on what I want anyway. So I want to come to the 1 ball. I think I want to come to the 1 ball because on this angle I go 1, 6, 7. If I get this angle, I go 1, 7, 6. If I get to the 1, there's a lot of options either way, but I'm making a specific decision of what I want. And I don't think it's all that critical because, like I said, there's different patterns. It's super easy to get through these. So now I want to be straight on that 6. So I'll bounce out here. And actually, yeah, I'm thinking about other things instead of shooting this ball properly. You don't want to play position here because you don't have a big margin of error. You want to play position back here where you've got a lot more margin of error. And so I was thinking about telling you guys that, and that made me not hit it right. So a lot of players might shoot the 7 here because you can go 1 or 2 rails and get on the 6. But I like just a little bit of cue ball movement because I can just slide over here. I don't want to get behind the 14. I don't want to be on the rail. Just come over to this side of the rack. But this is a recovery shot. I did not hit that last ball very well. A miscue with position. How do you like that? Okay, so I'm going to play position. This is where you play position for more than 1 ball. But I'm playing position for the 8 in the side. 8 in the corner. But if I don't land well enough on it, I can shoot the 10 or the 12. That's the conditions where you play for more than 1 ball at a time. Because if I don't get good on let's say I draw it too far, way over here, I can go 10, 8, 5. Oh, you know what? I shot the 6 off and I wanted to keep the 6. I totally blew my own pattern. I totally ruined my own pattern. I was going to leave the 6. I was going to go 5, 6. So I needed to go clear the 1, 7 and get on the 8. All right, whatever. So everything's gone to hell. Everything's gone to hell now because I didn't get on the 8 and I got the wrong angle on the 12. Now I got to shoot the 10, bump the 12, get the... It was something like this. Where did I end up? I don't remember what I did. I drew back on the 11. Oh, yeah. I ended up here, and then I said to myself, oh, I need to shoot the 6 and use the 6. Shoot the 7, use the 6 to get on the 1 to get on the 8. But I want to use the 6 to get on the 10. So that's the wrong shot. Okay. So if I want to stick to my pattern, I just need to come here to shoot the 1 ball, to go from the 1 to the 8. Now, and I could do the same thing, but I still like, it's really important to leave the 6. So now I can use the 1 ball to play position on the 8 in the corner, and everything else is the same that I talked about. And this is very natural position. And I went too far. Yeah, I went way too far for the 8, so I've got to play this. How would you... I like that the 6 leads to the 10 much better, right? You could use the 12 as the key ball, but you've got to move the cue ball more. We'd rather go 6-10. So is it worth it to shoot the 12 right now? No. If I could make it, it is, but I've got to spin it in to get past the 8. So I've got to remove one of these. It has to be the 8. So I've made a lot of work out of this one too. So now I'm trying to shoot the 10, bounce off the rail to get the 8, to get the... This is turned into not a good end pattern. Perfect. I got perfect. Stop shot gives me a nice angle on the 5. Wow. What? Now, I know why I missed that. Do you guys know why? It's because I put my bridge here instead of putting it up here. Because that's very uncomfortable, especially for a tall guy. But if you're going to put your bridge here, you got to have a short backstroke. See? You can't be doing a big old... Not when you have an open bridge that's 2 feet away. How many times have I failed? Now, before I shoot this 5, you got to come look. You want to be on this side of the 6, right? You don't want to try and get straight in. You don't need straight in. You want an angle so you can bounce the cue ball off the rail, because then you can put the cue ball anywhere you want it. If you get straight in on the 6, you can't do that. So, off the rail to center table, maybe a little past, but you're looking at this axis, center table. You don't want the cue ball way over there. So just bounce off the rail to center table. That's like a 9-ball principle as well. So I undercut that. Had I cut it cleanly, the cue ball would travel farther, right? So the cue ball would be where? Center table. So before you shoot the 12, before you shoot the 6, you got to come and look. Where is straight in? And I do this a lot. Straight in is to the here. That's about half a diamond, right? So now I can come over behind the 6. Half a diamond is here, right? So now I know how far I want to bounce up and out, like that. So this is a perfect shot because I have a good amount of angle, means I can hit it soft. Opens up the pocket. Too soft, but yeah. I didn't get the cue ball up far enough. The cue ball's way down here, and it should be up here. So now I've got to roll this in and end up with a longer break shot. That, and you know what? I think I jumped up. Let me try and execute. That was a poorly executed shot. Let me do it again. Let's execute this shot properly. So I was about here, and I was this side of center. So I was about like this. Let's call it this. So now I'm going to execute this one better. See how long I stayed down on the shot? More visualization, better pace, and I could have slowed down. I still didn't. But look how much better this cue ball is. If your cue ball's here, then you're shooting a long break ball from here with a shallow angle. But with the cue ball here, I can bring the cue ball to here and off. So I've got a much better angle on the break shot, and I'm much closer to it. Okay? I can be right here instead of being back here. That's how important it is to shoot the 6 ball correctly. And the cue ball goes where you want because you had a firm decision and you commit to it and stay down. Watch that cue ball go into position while you're down on the shot. How about if I shoot this one without talking as much? Let's see if I can run some balls. I hit that to the outside of the pocket. Did you see that? It kind of jiggled in there before it fell over the edge. I don't have a great shot. I bet every one of you wants me to shoot the 15-4. And I hate that shot. I hate combos. But I'm going to shoot it just for you. So how do you shoot this? Because it looks easy, but it ain't. The 15-4 is lined up there. The way you look at it is this. The 4 ball into the pocket is there. So if I shoot the 15 into the pocket, then the 4 ball is going to hit here. So that tells me, because when I get down on the shot, I ignore the 4 ball. I'm cutting the 15 not to the pocket. I'm cutting the 15 to here. That's all I'm doing is overcutting the 15. My cue ball is going to come up here. I'll have a shot on the 11. So I'm lining up for an overcut on the 15. And I still missed it. This is why I don't shoot combos. They're too easy to miss. Maybe my technique is poor for making this shot. There it is. I've got to shoot the 15. Well, I've got to shoot the 15 to there. Okay, let's make it this time. Yeah, and I overcut it. So a lot of you guys, and the reason why I'm doing this also, which was it? Oh, it was 15, is because a lot of you guys will comment, you know, on my runs, and I'll see like, why didn't he shoot this combo from over there? It was straight in. Well, it may look kind of sort of straight in on the screen. Look how hard it is. This is almost straight in, but it's not straight in, and I missed it twice. And I'm trying my butt off trying to make this. This is why I'm telling you guys, that's the wrong shot. Do not shoot combinations. How do I make combinations more often? You don't. Avoid them like the plague. Unless if you have to. So now I'm going to shoot the 7. Okay, I'm going to run this up. I'm not going to talk so much. That's a tied up situation. Okay, got it. An angle on the wall. Shoot. All right, I can clear this anyway. Mm-hmm. Not what I wanted. I think I blocked the 10 ball from going in. No, I didn't. But it was better before I bumped the 1. Yeah, an angle. Come on, get over here. Nah. I'm going to have to shoot the 2. Yeah. Cross your fingers. Yeah. Oh boy. Half of this. I'm on the 50-yard line. Shoot. Yeah, I don't think I can hold this cue ball. Get out of that pocket. Thought it was coming tight enough. Okay, so I butchered that rack. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Instead, I got a low score. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to try and run some balls. You see how I am? I could go till 3 in the morning. But it's no good to just try and push through. Your execution's got to be good, or you're just wasting your time. Yuck. Missed it. Just identifying what I'm doing wrong. I made the shot harder. Okay. Oh, I still missed it? I thought I made it. I need to look at the chat because I know you guys are pointing out exactly what I'm doing wrong to miss this ball. What's making it hard is I'm trying to hold the cue ball for the 11. As you can see, I didn't do it. But I don't have to hold it for the 11. I can use, see, I'm getting on the 1 to open those up. But now I don't want to be elevated over that 13. Okay. Now, I'll be okay because the cue ball is going to go between the 1, 4. I don't mind shooting the 13 first. That's a junk ball. And I'm too straight on the 12. Okay. So the cue ball is going to split the 4-6 and then go forward. You just don't want that cue ball to get trapped in there. You'll be all right. Okay, now the 5 ball is blocking my break shot. Oh, I can clear it right now. Well, no, I can't. Okay, I want to come back around here. I'm going to be able to maneuver. Okay, now what are you going to maneuver to? I got to shoot the 6 or I'm elevated. If the 15 wasn't there, I'd play position for the 5 on the side. You can't draw the ball into it. Well, this isn't that great. Not that great. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure something else out. Let's just get that cue ball in the open. Yeah. Now I can come over here. 5 ball goes deer now. And I'm using so many shots to get that to that 5 that it's predetermining that the 214 is going to be the end of the rack. Yeah, I can come right here pretty easily. Risky though. Yeah, no good. I want it here. I got to come tight in the corner, not up there. So I'm butchering it. So I'm butchering it again. Wow. Yeah, I was not ready to play, but this is this is pissing me off because I play so much better than this. I'm talking too much. That's why I didn't get this position. I got to be here. I got to be half diamond. I played it all the way around. Still, I did it again. What is making me do that? I hit the rail here. I need to hit here. Doing my warm-up strokes before I'm even down on the shot. You got to stand here and see the whole shot, including exactly where the cue ball is going to go. Then you get down on the shot. You know, I'm far away from the ball and close to the rail, but I have the right angle. Now I can do a number of things. Okay, ball to pocket, visualize. And one of the things I can do is miss the shot. All right, I'm going to run 42 right now. I'm tired of this. I want a Douglas Adams. Gosh darn it. Does anybody else use this green, Tom? Yeah, I was just ready to get down on the shot and look, but I've got to make it a habit to come here first on every shot. See, I'm ready to shoot the 11. You've got to come over here first. Look. Plan, firm decisions. Stay down. All that good stuff. It's execution. It's all the things I talked about earlier. See, that I might have hit a little bit too hard because you see the balls went to the rail and then back this far. Now I would have been better off if they just went to the rail. Imagine the 11, 2, 12, 13, 6 inches left of where they are now. And the 14 would be here. And the cue ball would be here. Okay? So I think that's an instance where I hit it a little too hard. I would have more options. But now I got to cut the 14. Don't know where to go with this 7. Too much angle. I didn't go far enough. Triple combo. Well, I thought it was going to be easy. They were lined up. That wasn't like the other combo. But there you go. It's another example. It's another example. Do not shoot combinations. They are not as easy as they look. So easy to miss. Boy, it didn't take much to talk me into playing, did it? Come on.
I get there. Did I get there? No. God darn it. This one I come here on the 3. Shit. Not too good. There's no K2 for the 7, so it doesn't work very well as a key ball. Unless if you get lucky. But that's what I got. Way too straight. Oh, man. Unless you hit it perfect. That was very good. I missed the spot. There we go. Overcut. You see that? Overcut. And I didn't blast it. My cue ball's in the center of the table and I've got shots. But I overcut it. I thought I was doing my whole routine and I didn't. I don't think I got aligned properly. And missing break shots of anything, that'll keep you from running 100 balls, that's for sure. The break shot's got to go in because that's the given to get you to the next rack. You got to make those. Okay. So that was definitely better rotation, for sure. For sure. Okay. 7.
Hold on. All right, then. See, I'm standing behind the 4. You got to walk. Use your feet. That's how you play straight field. You got to play with your feet. Got to go look. Then I just reminded myself to make sure that I rotate, and that's what it should be automatic. I shouldn't be having to remind myself. 8 ball. No, sorry, 12 ball. This combination's okay. And even so, I still barely went. And here's where you're playing for multiple shots. I want position on the 3 in the side. But if I don't get it, I've got the 9 and the 8. You've got to play for what you want. And I got it, but I wanted a higher angle so I could bump the 14. So that wasn't good anyway. That was a little risky, even a lot. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. That's not okay. Well, I didn't hit that good. I'm trying to come this way and out. Now I got to shoot a combination. So I'm still not playing right. I got too much angle on the 6. I didn't need anywhere near that much angle. This isn't bad at all. I just want to be here. Because then you shoot the 1 on the side and all you got to do is go boop and you're on your break ball. Hit it hard again. Cue ball position is what it's all about. Too much angle. Right here, I could have done what I just talked about and gone, boop, but I got too much angle. Get over there, cue ball. I'm not playing well enough to run 50 today, that's for sure. Maybe I will in a few minutes, but at the moment, it's all recovery shots. Cue ball's not going where I need it. I said that a lot during the daily 50 too, so I know why. We'll get there. So the plan is to shoot the 4 next and go into the bottom of them. Because I have the 2, 7, and that other stripe. hopefully, as insurance. So I can shoot the 12 and go into them too, but the cue ball's sliding off of those. See, two were the 7, so it worked out good. You don't have to smash them, just trying to improve the lie. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I want to shoot the 6 and run into them, but yeah, that's a little adventurous. If I had a better angle, I would, but it's not good. Well, this is a critical shot. Let's figure something good out. I want to cut the 7 and run into him. I can shoot 12-7, but then everything's still tied up. Shooting off my soldiers. What am I going to do? Okay, that's a good shot. 9 ball forward for the 1 on the side. With the angle to open these up. So I've the 5-8 has become my last two, my key ball and K2, I guess. Yeah, pretty much has. This isn't the best. Maybe oh no, I'm going to go this way. Oh, yeah. Terrible. Be up here for the 5. Ugh. Terrible end pattern. Terrible. Ah! Ah. Okay, it's my mind is not right. It is an exercise in futility. I'm getting wrong on almost every shot, so. But I feel, like I said last time, I feel good, even though I'm screwing up half the time. The quality of the execution is getting better, and it's going to turn. I think it's going to turn over a new leaf like real fast. But if I keep this up. I'm just not comfortable yet. When I get comfortable, whoo, look out. Just not comfortable yet with all the things that I'm asking myself to do. Well, that could have turned out better. Jeez. Okay, we have one of those situations again. Maybe I come around over here now. No, I can't do that. I had it way too soft. I'm trying to. Okay. Yeah, I'm done. I can't. I'm just all over the place. I shouldn't have played in the first place. I need to be shooting my drills and get my rhythm correct and everything. I'm just wasting time here. But you asked to see me play. Hope everybody got a good laugh. No, yeah, and I just have no confidence right now because I haven't been playing for a week, and hardly at all. So I'm so happy that starting now I can get back into it. So I'm going to be getting back to my training, and you're going to see a confident player who rotates his shoulder on every shot and takes his time on correct rhythm. All right, but that's you guys talked me into an extra hour, hour and a half. That John, that's part of my problem. Is I have fun even when I miss and play badly, and that's you can't. I mean, that's fine if your only goal is to have fun. Go for it. But I'm trying to set a higher goal for myself, and I keep screwing up all the time. So yeah, like I said, this was not. I knew I wasn't. It was not going to be a worthwhile endeavor to try and play today. That's why I did the other thing. So I hope you guys got something out of it. I sure did. Check back tomorrow for Rack of the Week, and this next week we're gonna. Do you guys want to see me practice? Do you want to see me shoot the same shot over and over for an hour? Yeah, it has to be automatic, John. You can't overthink it. That's what practice sessions are for. When you're shooting a drill or like the same shot over and over, that's when you think through things and analyze and try and adjust. That's when you do it. You don't do that stuff when you're trying to play a game, whether it's by yourself or with competition. You just have to. So you're absolutely right, John. Do you guys want to see me do a live stream where I just practice for an hour and a half? Or was that too boring? Somebody say yay or nay, and then I'm going to sign off. Yeah, I'm going to give myself a break. Absolutely. You guys want to see me practice? Shoot practice routines, practice drills? Would that be an interesting live stream for you? Yeah, I know. I need to stop talking when I'm shooting for sure. I do. How many times have I done that? Where I play I play for an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, and then I throw the microphone on the table. Say, I'm going to put this dang microphone down. Tonight was for you guys, though. I wanted to have the microphone on and talk the whole time. I knew I wasn't going to get a long one tonight. Solar Dale says yes. Poolace says sure. So there you go. My next live stream will be a practice session, probably Monday or Tuesday. So watch my channel. I'll put up an announcement, a live stream notification deal before I go live. It might only be a few hours, or it might be a day. We'll see. Okay. Hope you guys like that. I am signing off. Thank you for watching. Hope you got something out of it. And onward and upward. We're gonna now that I've got the Ghost Aimer thing. Oh, I meant to turn my selfie camera on. Now that I got this thing under control, Ghost Aimer. Can't focus that close. And I'm going to publish a video in the next day or two, another one where I'm demonstrating how to use this thing. But now that I've got that under control, I can get back to a good schedule and get back to my proper training. So, all right, good night. I'm signing off. See you later.